Okay, since some of you had trouble with ID subjects, I'm going to make a quick tutorial and help you with the practice for this week. What did you say to Laura Pausini? Okay, whenever it's a question, I turn it around into a sentence. And the first step in any task, any grammar task, is to find the subject verb. So I'm going to use a markup tool here to help you see what my brain does when I see a sentence like this. So what did you say to Laura Pausini? The subject here is you, and the verb is did say. It's a two-part verb because you have the helping verb. So they want the complete subject. So in this case, the subject is simply the word you. All right, this one wants a complete subject as well. What Robert Pattinson ordered looked unappealing to me. Okay, this one's a little bit tricky because it looks like ordered and looked are both verbs. So what I do is I usually separate the subject and the predicate side because the subject side should always be on the left and the predicate side on the right. So what Robert Pattinson ordered, I would draw a line straight down, and I can see this is the subject side and this is the verb side. Looked is the verb. What he ordered looked. You could always replace this entire subject with the word it. It looked unappealing, right? Just because it's this many words doesn't mean that it's any different than just a simple subject. So in this case, you would mark everything up to that line to be the complete, since they want the complete subject. All right, next is the actor promised to give Brad Pitt some tips. I don't know why I have Brad Pitt in my sentences, but I do. The actor is the subject, so I would mark that subject. What did he do? He promised, right, to give, right? So promised, what did he promise? So this is a SVC basic structure sentence because we have an action verb. Actually, that would be object. Because you have an action verb, you're looking for an object, what receives that action. Okay, so the entire subject would be the actor. Right, everything up to that verb. Okay, this one just wants the simple subject. Okay, so if I get my marking tool, the subject can never be in an introductory phrase or clause. The giveaway is this comma here, right? So you can basically eliminate that. The subject's verb should never be in that part of the sentence. So the subject here is we played, right? Always is modifying how they played, and that would be called an adverb. We haven't gotten to that yet. So we played is the main subject verb, which is the first step in any sentence task, is to find the subject verb. So in this case, the subject is simply we. It was Adam Sandler's favorite kind of chocolate cake. Okay, so once again, I'm going to mark it up. And if you separate, the verb is was, right? So if I draw that line between the subject and predicate side, the only thing on this side is the word it. So that is the complete subject and also the simple subject. It was. Next time, the grumpy mailman will not deliver Kate Blanchett's package. Okay, so the subject can never be in this part. The grumpy mailman will not deliver. So will not deliver is the verb, and they want the complete subject. So if I draw a line, everything up to that point is going to be the answer. They don't want you to include next time though, right? Because remember, the subject can never be in that part. So the grumpy mailman is a complete subject. Question 6, it got caught on Tom Hanks' sweater. We don't know what it is. Could be a fish hook or anything else, you know, or maybe his wife's earring, who knows. But got caught is the verb. So if you draw that line, the subject is on this side, so that it is the subject. Give me a second. All right, he was impressed by Annie Potts' chess skills. They want the subject. So the verb is was impressed. Draw that line. Here's the subject, he. Probably about 3 or 4 more. Before the concert, can't be there. The fans waited. Draw that line. Waited is your verb, so the complete subject is the fans. What Kelly Clarkson concluded from her study excited the other scientists in the room. The verb here is excited. Okay. And everything up to that point would be the complete subject. What Kelly Clarkson concluded from her study. We don't know what that is, but whatever it is, it excited the students. So you would mark everything up to the word excited.